बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सभी लोगों का लाइव चैनल पर। गुड मॉर्निंग, हैव अ नाइस डे। आपका दिन शुभ हो। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है लाइव चैनल पर। हैप्पी वेंसडे फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू which has my all over YouTube family. Good morning, have a nice day, have a magnificent day. गुड मॉर्निंग, हैव अ नाइस डे। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सभी लोगों का लाइव चैनल पर। प्लीज़ जो लोग भी लाइव कर रहे हैं लाइव को लाइक करें। गुड मॉर्निंग, आपका दिन शुभ हो सभी लोगों का। गुड मॉर्निंग, हैव अ मैग्निफिसेंट डे माय ऑल ऑफ माय यूट्यूब फैमिली। बहुत बहुत स्वागत सभी लोगों का लाइव चैनल पर। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सभी लोगों का लाइव चैनल पर। जो लोग भी लाइक पर हैं लाइव को लाइक करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी लोगों का। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। गुड मॉर्निंग। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सभी लोगों का लाइव चैनल पर। गुड मॉर्निंग, हैव अ नाइस डे, आपका दिन शुभ हो। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है लाइव चैनल पर। जो लोग भी लाइव पर हैं लाइव को लाइक करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। गुड मॉर्निंग सभी लोगों को। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सभी लोगों का लाइव चैनल पर। जो लोग भी लाइव पर जुड़े हैं, लाइव को लाइक करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। हर हर महादेव। आपका दिन शुभ हो। हैव अ नाइस डे। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सभी लोगों का लाइव चैनल पर। सभी लोगों को गुड मॉर्निंग। हैव अ नाइस डे। चलिए बढ़ते हैं थोड़ा। फॉर पॉलिटेक्निकल साइंस। राजनीतिक दलों से स्वतंत्र आंदोलन। 70 और 80 के दशक में समाज के विभिन्न वर्गों का राजनीतिक दलों के आचार व्यवहार से मोहभंग हुआ। इसका तात्कालिक कारण तो यही था कि जनता पार्टी के रूप में गैर कांग्रेसवादी का प्रयोग कुछ विशेष नहीं चल पाया और इसकी असफलता से राजनीतिक अस्थिरता का वातावरण भी स्थापित हुआ था। लेकिन अगर कारणों की खोज जरा दूर तक करें तो पता चलेगा कि सरकार की आर्थिक नीतियों से भी लोगों का मोहभंग हुआ था। देश ने स्वतंत्रता के पश्चात नियोजित विकास प्लानिंग डेवलपमेंट का प्रारूप अपनाया था। इस प्रारूप को अपनाने के पीछे दो लक्ष्य थे: आर्थिक समृद्धि और आय का समतापूर्ण विभाजन। स्वतंत्रता के प्रारंभिक 20 वर्षों में अर्थव्यवस्था के कुछ क्षेत्रों में उल्लेखनीय समृद्धि हुई, लेकिन इसके बावजूद गरीब और असमानता बड़े पैमाने पर बनी रही। आर्थिक समृद्धि के लाभ समाज के प्रत्येक वर्ग को समान मात्रा में नहीं मिले। जाति और लिंग पर आधारित सामाजिक असमानताओं ने गरीबों के मसले को और अधिक जटिल तथा धारदार बना दिया। शहरी औद्योगिक क्षेत्र तथा ग्रामीण कृषि क्षेत्र के बीच भी एक न पाटी जा सकने वाली दरार उत्पन्न हुई। समाज के विभिन्न समूहों के बीच अपने साथ ही रहे अन्याय और वंचना का भाव प्रबल हुआ। राजनीतिक धरातल पर सक्रिय अनेक समूहों का विश्वास लोकतांत्रिक संस्थाओं और चुनावी राजनीति से उठ गया। ये समूह दलगत राजनीति से अलग हुई और अपने विरोध को स्वर देने के लिए इन्होंने जन सामान्य को संगठित करना प्रारंभ कर दिया। इस कार्य में छात्र तथा समाज के विभिन्न वर्गों की राजनीतिक कार्यकर्ता आगे आए और दलित तथा आदिवासी जैसे उपेक्षित कर दिए गए लोगों को संगठित करना प्रारंभ किया। मध्यम वर्ग के युवा कार्यकर्ताओं ने गांव के निर्धन लोगों के मध्य रचनात्मक कार्यक्रम तथा सेवाएं संगठन चलाए। इन संगठन की सामाजिक कार्यों की प्रकृति स्वयंसेवी थी, इसलिए इन संगठनों को स्वयंसेवी संगठन या स्वयंसेवी क्षेत्र के संगठन कहा गया। ऐसे स्वयंसेवी संगठनों ने स्वयं को दलगत राजनीति से दूर रखा। स्थानीय अथवा क्षेत्रीय स्तर पर ये संगठन न तो चुनाव लड़े और न ही इन्होंने किसी एक राजनीतिक दल को अपना समर्थन दिया। ऐसे अधिकांश संगठन राजनीति में विश्वास करते थे और उसमें अपनी भूमिका भी चाहते थे, लेकिन इन्होंने राजनीतिक सहभागिता के लिए राजनीतिक दलों को नहीं चुना। इसी कारण इन संगठनों को स्वतंत्र राजनीतिक संगठन कहा जाता है। इन संगठनों को मानना था कि स्थानीय समस्याओं के समाधान में स्थानीय नागरिकों की सीधी और सक्रिय भागीदारी राजनीतिक दलों की अपेक्षा कहीं अधिक सफल होगी। इन संगठनों का मानना था कि लोगों की सीधी सहभागिता से लोकतांत्रिक सरकार की प्रकृति में सुधार आएगा। जनवरी 1988 में उत्तर प्रदेश के प्रसिद्ध नगर मेरठ में लगभग 20,000 किसान एकत्र हुए। ये किसान सरकार द्वारा बिजली की दर में की गई वृद्धि का विरोध कर रहे थे। किसान जिलाधीश कार्यालय के बाहर 3 सप्ताह तक डेरा डाले रहे। इसके पश्चात इनकी मांग ली गई। किसानों का यह बड़ा अनुशासित धरना था। मेरठ के इस धरने को किसानों की शक्ति का एक बड़ा प्रदर्शन माना गया। धरने पर बैठे किसान भारतीय किसान यूनियन बीकेयू के सदस्य थे। भारतीय किसान यूनियन पश्चिमी उत्तर प्रदेश और हरियाणा के किसानों का एक संगठन था। यह 80 के दशक के किसान आंदोलन के अग्रणी संगठनों में एक था। सरकार ने जब हरित क्रांति की नीति अपनाई तो 1960 के दशक के अंतरिम वर्षों से हरियाणा, पंजाब और पश्चिम उत्तर प्रदेश के किसानों को लाभ होना प्रारंभ हो गया। इसके पश्चात के वर्षों से इन क्षेत्रों में गन्ना और गेहूं नकदी फसल बने। 1980 के दशक के उत्तरार्ध से भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था के उदारीकरण के प्रयास हुए और इस क्रम में नकदी फसल के बाजार को संकट का सामना करना पड़ा। भारतीय किसान यूनियन ने गन्ने और गेहूं के सरकारी क्रय मूल्य में वृद्धि करने, कृषि उत्पादों की अंतर्राज्यीय आवागमन पर लगी पाबंदियां हटाने, समुचित दर पर गारंटी शुदा बिजली आपूर्ति करने, किसानों को बकाया कर्ज माफ करने तथा किसानों के लिए पेंशन का प्रावधान करने की मांग की। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सभी लोगों का लाइव चैनल पर। जो लोग भी लाइव पर जुड़े हैं प्लीज़ लाइव को लाइक करें। गुड मॉर्निंग, हैव अ मैग्निफिसेंट डे। सभी को आपका दिन शुभ हो। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सभी लोगों का। Relations expressed by prepositions. The following are some of the most common relations indicated by prepositions. Number one, place as went above the world, ran across the road, leaned against a wall, fell among thieves, quarrelled among themselves, at death's door, athwart the deck, stood before the door, stood behind the curtain, lies below the surface, sat beside me, flies between Mumbai and Alibag, stand by me, rain comes from the clouds in the sky, fell into a ditch, lies near his heart, Kolkata is one the Hooghly, the cliff hangs over the sea, tour round the world, marched through the town, came to the end of the road, put pen to paper, travelled towards Nasik, lay under the table, climbed up the ladder, lies upon the table within the house, stood without the gate. Number second time is after his death. Eternally dead arrived before me behind time by 3 o'clock during the whole day for many years from 1st April in the afternoon sat watching far into the night lived under the Mughals on Monday pending his return since yesterday lasted through the night throughout the year wait till tomorrow 10 minutes to 12 towards evening until his arrival rise with the sun within a mouth. Number third, agency instrumentally as a sell goods at auctions, send the parcel by post, was stunned by a blow, was destroyed by fire, heard this through a friend, cut it with a knife. Number four, manner as dying by inches, fought with courage, worked with earnestness, born with ease. Cause, reason, purpose as labored for the good of a humanity, dead of a favor, the very place for a picnic, did it for our good, suffers from gut, died from fatigue, does it from perversity, retreated through fear of an ambush, concealed it through shame, lost his purse through negligence, shivers with fever, took medicine for a cold. Number six position as a there was no money on him. The Mosque of Umar, a man of means, the boy with red hair. Number seven major standard rate value as a he charges interest at 9%. Story like these must be taken at what they are worth. Cloth is sold by the yard. I am taller than you by 2 inches. It was won by the tower clock. बहुत बहुत स्वागत है शिव गायत्री जी लाइव चैनल पर गुड मॉर्निंग हैव ए नाइस डे आपका दिन शुभ हो बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका लाइव चैनल पर थैंक यू वेरी मच लाइव को लाइक करने के लिए नंबर एट कॉन्ट्रास्ट कंसिजन एज आफ्टर इन स्पाइट ऑफ notwithstanding every effort one may fail. For one enemy he has 100 friends. For in spite of all his wealth he is not content with. In spite of all his faults I admire him. बहुत बहुत स्वागत है शिव गायत्री जी गुड मॉर्निंग आपको सभी को आपका दिन शुभ हो हर महादेव नंबर नाइन इन्फ्लुएंस मोटिव सोर्स और origin as from what I want of him I hesitate to trust him. The knights were brave from guarantee of a spirit. He did it from gratitude. Light emanates from the sun, from labor health, from health contentment springs. This is a quotation from a Milton. He still comes from practice. It will be seen that the same preposition, according to the way in which it is used, would have its place under several heads. Explain the force of the preposition in number one. I will do it for all you may say. Number second, this work is beyond his capacity. Number third, I would do anything before that. Number four, after this I wash my hands off you. Number five, it is cool off for May. Number six, he made grand preparations against his coming. Number seven, it was all through you that we failed. Number eight, he was left for a dead on the field. Number nine, All that they did was pity to this. Number 10, the lifeboat made straight for the sinking ship. Number 11, I shall do my duty by him. Number 12, he married for a money. Number 13, a man is a man for all that. Number 14, nothing will come of nothing. And number 15, with all his faults, I still like him. थैंक यू वेरी मच सभी लोगों का। हर हर महादेव। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है श्री गायत्री जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच मैं को लाइक करने के लिए। The following prepositions require special notice. We can use in or at with the names of cities, towns, or villages. In most cases, it is used. We use in when we are talking about a place as an area. We use at when we see it as a point. We stayed in Mumbai for 5 days. Our plane stopped at Mumbai on the way to Iran, Mumbai airport. How long have you lived in the village? Number second, we use at to talk about group activities and shops, workplaces. Did you see Shobha at the party? There we aren't many people at the meeting. I saw him at the baker's. Third, we use in with the names of streets and at when we give the house number. He lives in Church Street. He lives at 45 Church Street. Four, we use on when we think of a place as a surface. The dog is lying on the floor. Put this picture on the wall. बहुत बहुत स्वागत है नीतू जी आपका लाइव चैनल पर। राधे राधे। गुड मॉर्निंग आपको नीतू जी, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है लाइव चैनल पर। थैंक यू वेरी मच लाइव को लाइक करने के लिए। हर महादेव, आपका दिन शुभ हो। दिल से धन्यवाद आपका, थैंक यू वेरी मच। कल वो लाइव में वो आपके साथ चैट करते करते आपकी लाइव बंद हो गई थी। तो गोल गोल घूम रहा था, फिर भी मैंने वो किया था, कमेंट करते रहा, फिर बाद में बंद हो गया था एक्चुअली। राधे राधे राधे। फिर मैंने मोबाइल फिर चार्ज में लगाया था, फिर बैटरी भी कम थी इसमें। आज मैं वैसे भी उसी टाइम में आ जाऊंगा आपके। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सभी लोगों का। थैंक यू वेरी मच नीतू जी। हर हर महादेव, आपका दिन शुभ हो। गुड मॉर्निंग सभी को आपको। Number 5, till is used of time and 2 is used of place. As he slept till 8 o'clock, he walked to the end of the street. 6, with often denotes the instrument and by the agent. As he killed two birds with one shot. He was stabbed by a lunatic with a dagger. राधे राधे राधे। थैंक यू वेरी मच नीतू जी, सपोर्ट देने के लिए। हर हर महादेव। 7, since is used before a noun of a face denoting some point of a time and is preceded by a verb in the perfect tense. As I have eaten nothing since yesterday. He has been ill since Monday last. I have not been smoking since last week. Number 8, he before a noun denoting a period of a time means at the end of, within means before the end of. As I shall return in a hour, I shall return within an hour. Number 9, beside means at or by the side of, while besides means in addition to. As besides the ungathered rice he lay, besides his children there were present his nephew and nieces. Besides being friend, he was sentenced to a term of imprisonment. राधे राधे राधे। थैंक यू वेरी मच नीतू जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। Words followed by prepositions. Certain verbs, nouns, adjectives, and participles are always followed by particular prepositions. Read the following sentence. Nothing appropriate prepositions. Mumbai is famous for its textiles. The good subsists on the courses of food. Jawaharlal Nehru was fond of children. India is a noble, gorgeous land teeming with natural wealth. Being apprised of our approach, the whole neighborhood came out to meet their minister. In the classical age, the ideal life of the Brahman was divided into four stages or ashrams. It is natural is every man to wish for a distinction. He was endowed with gifts fitted to win eminence in any field of a human activity. The writer is evidently enamored of the subject. These computers are cheap enough to be accessible for to most people. Ambition does not always conduce to ultimate happiness. The true gentleman is courteous and affable to his neighbors. Newly acquired freedom is something liable to abuse. Little Jack proved quite a mess for the giant. Camels are peculiarly adapted to life in the desert. He is a man of a deep learning but totally ignorant of life and manners. The income derived from the ownership of a land is commonly called rent. The Moors were famous for their learning and their skill in all kinds of industries. Few things are impossible to diligence and skill. I am indebted to you for your help. His duties were of a kind ill suited to his ardent and daring character. Naples was that destitute of what are now perhaps its chief attractions. थैंक यू वेरी मच, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी लोगों का। स्वागत है आपका नेहा बहन लाइव चैनल पर। गुड मॉर्निंग, हैव अ नाइस डे। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है नेहा बहन। लाइव को लाइक कर देना। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका लाइव चैनल पर। गुड मॉर्निंग, हैव अ नाइस डे। आपका दिन शुभ हो। हर हर महादेव। सभी लोगों का दिल से धन्यवाद। जो लोग भी लाइव पर जुड़े हैं, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सभी लोगों का। थैंक यू वेरी मच नीतू जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच शिवयात्री जी। जो लोग भी लाइव पर जुड़े हैं, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। Some related words take different prepositions after them. I acted according to his advice. In accordance with the advice, I took quinine. She has great affection for her grandchildren. The old lady is affectionate to all. The flood and ebb tides alternate with each other. The alternative to submission is death. It is all due to his ambition for a fame. He is ambitious of a fame. He is capable of anything. He has not the requisite capacity for the work. He has great confidence in his assistant. He is quite confident of a success. What a contrast to his brother. What a contrast between them. The present speech is mild contrasted with his past utterance on the same subject. It is not likely to derogate from his merit. He never said or did anything derogatory to his high position. He is descended from a noble family. He is a descendant of a Mahatma Gandhi. He has no desire for a fame. He is desirous of visiting Agra. He was equal to the occasion. He is to be blamed equally with his brother. The coat fits me well except for the collar. I take exception to your remark. The child is fond of sweets. She has great fondness for her children. The drama is founded on an episode in the Ramayana. It has, however, no foundation in fact. He hindered me from going. Child marriage is a great hindrance to progress. He is quite infatuated with her. His infatuation for the girl led him astray. He has no liking for her cards. His dislike to her continued to increase. He is neglectful of his dress. राधे राधे राधे. थैंक यू वेरी मच नीतू जी. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका सपोर्ट देने के लिए. I have often found him negligent in his work. They say he is partial to his friends. Children show a partiality from sweetmeats. I have no prejudice against foreigners. Such a step will be prejudicial to your interests. He is prepared for anything. Preparatory to taking extreme measures, his father once again warned him. I am of opinion that he is qualified for the post. He is disqualified from practicing as a leader, as a pleader. As a result of the injury received by him, he died of tetanus. It is said that nothing resulted from the conference. I have great respect for his learning. He is respectful to his superiors without being servile. He seized upon the opportunity offered to him. The seizure of his property was carried out under direct orders from the Raja. His paralyzed arm is insensible to feeling. Subsequent to the meeting, he wrote a letter to the Hindu. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद नीतू जी. राधे राधे. हर हर महादेव. थैंक यू वेरी मच सपोर्ट देने के लिए. हर हर महादेव. Don't use the infinitive with certain words which require a preposition followed by a gerund or by a verbal noun. For instance, he is addicted to gaming, not to gamble. I assisted her in climbing the hill. He is averse to playing cards. I don't believe in pampering servants. He is confident of securing the first prize. He is desirous of visiting Japan. You can have no excuse for talking bluntly. He is expert in inventing stories. I am fond for reading novels. He has a knack of doing it. He appreciated the necessity of acting promptly. He lacks the power of imparting, although he is a good mathematical scholar. The practice of cramming is rightly regarded as an evil. It was only a pretext for delaying the matter. What is there to prevent him from leaving Chennai? So we can't use these infinitive with certain words which require a preposition followed by a gerund or by a verbal noun. Sometimes those constructions are allowable as he was afraid of telling the truth. He was afraid to tell the truth. He at last got the opportunity of meeting him. He at last got the opportunity to him. On the other hand, certain words always take the infinitive after them as he advised us to desist from the attempt. I decline to say anything further. I expect to meet opposition. It is hard to get access to him. He hopes to win the first prize. We are all inclined to judge of others as we find them. He intends to compile a Marathi dictionary. थैंक यू वेरी मच सभी लोगों का दिल से धन्यवाद हर हर महादेव The conjunction chapter 40. Read the following sentences. Number 1, God made the country and man made the town. Number 2, our hoard is little but our hearts are great. She must weep or she will die. Two and two make four. राधे 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 बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद इतनी सपोर्ट देने के लिए In first, second, and third, the conjunction join together two sentences. In fourth, the conjunction joins together two words only. See, SEEC. Definition for a conjunction. A conjunction is a word which merely joins together sentences and sometimes words. Conjunctions join together sentences and often make them more compact. Thus, Balu and Vithal are a good bowlers. It's a short way of saying Balu is a good bowler and Vithal is a good bowler. So the man is a poor but honest is a contracted way of saying the man is a poor but he is honest. बहुत बहुत स्वागत है शशि दीदी लाइव चैनल पर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका लाइव को लाइक करने के लिए हर हर महादेव गुड मॉर्निंग शशि दीदी आपका दिन शुभ हो हर हर महादेव दिल से धन्यवाद आपका सभी लोगों का Sometimes, however, the conjunction and joins words only as two and two make four. Hari and Rama are brothers. Hari and Rama came home together. Such sentences can't be resolved in two sentences. Conjunc- Conjunction must be carefully distinguished from relative pronouns, relative adverbs, and prepositions, which are also connecting words. Number one, this is the house that Jack built. Relative pronoun. It has a relative pronoun. Number second, this is the place where he was murdered. Even it has a relative adverb. Number third, take this and give that. It has a conjunction. In sentences, first the relative pronoun that refers to the noun house and also joins the two parts of the sentence. In sentence, second the relative adverb where modifies the verb was murdered and also joins the two parts of the sentence. In sentence third, the conjunction and simply joins the two parts of the sentence. It does no other work. It will thus be seen that relative pronouns and relative adverbs also join, but they do more. Conjunctions merely join, they do no other work. Observe that a preposition also joins two words, but it does more. It governs a noun or pronouns, such as he sat beside Rama, he stood behind me. Thank you very much, Har Har Mahadev. Thank you very much मुझे सपोर्ट देने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका. Some conjunctions are used in pairs as a either or, neither nor, both in, though yet rare in current English, whether or not only but also. Either take it or leave it. It is neither useful nor ornamental. We both love and honor him. Though he is suffering much pain, yet he does not complain. I don't care whether you go or stay. Not only is he foolish, but also obstinate. Conjunctions which are thus used in pairs are called correlative conjunctions or merely correlatives. When conjunctions are used as correlatives, each of the correlated words should be placed immediately before the words to be connected, such as he visited not only Agra but also Delhi. He not only visited Agra but also Delhi. We use many compound expressions as conjunctions. These are called compound conjunctions. In order that the notice was published in order that all might know the facts on a condition that I will forgive you, on condition that you don't repeat the offense, even if such an act would not be kind, even if it were just, so that he saved some bread so that he should not go hungry on the tomorrow. Provided that you can borrow the book, provided that you return it soon, as though he walks as though he is slightly lame, inasmuch as I must refuse you request, inasmuch as I believe it unreasonable, as well as Rama as well as Govind was present there. As soon as he took off his coat, as soon as he entered the house, as if he looks as if he were weary. राधे 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 थैंक यू वेरी मच इतनी सपोर्ट देने के लिए. हर हर महादेव. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी लोगों का दिल से धन्यवाद. Classes of conjunctions. As you shall see, conjunctions are divided into two classes, coordinating and subordinating. Read the sentence: birds fly and fish swim. The sentence contains two independent statements of equal rank of importance. Hence, the conjunction joining together these two statements of clauses of equal rank is called a coordinating conjunction. Coordinating means of equal rank. Definition of a coordinating conjunctions. I am telling for you, a coordinating conjunction should joins together clauses of equal rank. The chief coordinating conjunctions are and, but, for, or, not, also, either, or, neither, nor. Coordinating conjunctions are of four kinds. Number one, cumulative or comparative, which merely add one statement to another, such as we carved not a line and we raised not a stone. Number second, adversative, which express opposition or contrast between two statements, such as he is slow but he is sure. I was annoyed, still I kept quiet. I would come only that I am engaged. He was alright, only he was fatigued. Number third, disjunctive or alternative, which express a choice between two alternatives, as a she must weep or she will die. Either he is mad or he figures madness. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. They toil not, neither do they spin. Walk quickly, else you will not overtake him. And number four, relative, which express an inference as a something certainly fell in, for I heard a splash. All precautions must have been neglected, for the plug spread rapidly. Any of the coordinating conjunctions with the expression of a or nor may be omitted and its place taken by a comma, semicolon, or a colon. As Rama went out to play, Hari stayed into work. Read the sentence. I read the paper because it interests me. This sentence contains two statements or clauses, one of which, because it interests me, he dependent on the other. Hence, the conjunction introducing the dependent or subordinate clause is called a subordinating conjunction. Definition: a subordinating conjunction joins so close to another on which it depends for its full meaning. राधे राधे राधे. थैंक यू वेरी मच नीतू जी सपोर्ट देने के लिए. हर हर महादेव. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका सपोर्ट देने के लिए. This is subordinating conjunctions are after, because, if, that, though, although, till, before, unless, as, when, where, while. After this, however, was, over the sun, shone out again. A book's a book, although there is nothing in it. As he was not there, I spoke to his brother. He ran away because he was afraid. Answer the first question before you proceed further. Take heed, ere it be too late. Except ye repent, you shall all likewise perish. You will pass if you work hard. Sentinels were posted lest the camp should be taken by surprise. Since you say so, I must believe it. So it as the chief subordinating conjunctions are, which I have already told on for you. The word then is also subordinating conjunctions. He is taller than I am tall. I like you better than he likes you. I like you better than I like him. Hari is more stupid than Dhodu is stupid. His bark is worse than his bite is bad. Subordinating conjunctions may be classified according to their meanings as follows. Number one, time. I would die before I lied. No nation can be perfectly well governed till it is competent to govern itself. Many things have happened since I saw you. I returned home after he had gone. Ere he blew two notes, there was a rustling. Number second, cause or a reason. My strength is as the strength of a ten because my heart is pure. Since you visit, it shall be done. As he was not there, I spoke to his brother. He may enter as he is a friend. Number third, purpose. We eat so that we may live. He held my hand lest I should fall. Number four, result of a consequence. He was so tired that he could scarcely stand. Number five, condition. Rama will go if Hari goes. Grievances cannot be redressed unless they are known. Number six, concision. I will not see him though he comes, though he stay me, yet will trust him. A book's a book, although there's nothing in it. Number seven, comparison. He is storing them Rustam. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका ये पूरी सपोर्ट देने के लिए. महादेव. सभी लोगों का दिल से धन्यवाद. गुड मॉर्निंग सभी लोगों को. Part 1, analysis, transformation and synthesis. The subject denotes the person or a thing about which something is said. The predicate is what it said about the person or a thing denoted by the subject. We see that the subject may consist of one word or several words. Thus, in sentence 1, the subject consists of one word which the noun dogs. In sentence 8, the subject consists of five words, of which the most important word is the noun our. We also see that the predicate may consist of one word or several words. Thus, in sentence, first the predicate consists of one word which the verb bark. In sentence 5, the predicate consists of four words of which the essential word is the verb give. When the subject of a sentence consists of several words, there is also one word in it which is more important than the other words. This chief word in the complete subject is called the subject word or a simple subject. Thus, in the sentence, the little child tired of a play oblique is sleeping. The noun child is the subject word. The subject word is also a noun or a word or a group of words that does the work of a noun, such as he oblique tired his best. The rich oblique are not always happy. Talking overmuch oblique he is sign of a vanity. To error oblique is human. To find fault oblique is easy. In the complete subject, the subject word is qualified by an adjective or a adjective equivalent called its enlargement or attribute, such as new brooms oblique sweep clean, barking dogs oblique seldom bite, Hari's father oblique is an engineer, my views oblique are quite different, produce the poet oblique wrote the Sa Namah, a desire to excel oblique is commendable, a stage in time oblique shapes a man. We have seen that the predicate may consist of one word or several words. When the predicate consists of one word, that word is always a verb because we cannot say anything without using a same word. When the predicate consists of several words, the essential word in the predicate is always a verb. As the verb is the essential word in the predicate, it is sometimes called the predicate word. Just as the subject word may be qualified by an adjective or adjective equivalent, the verb in the predicate may be qualified by an adverb or a adverb equivalent called in analysis its extension or a adverbial qualification. As the flames spread everywhere, he went home, he rose to go. The flames spread in every direction, spring advancing, the swallows appear. Point out the adverbial qualification in each of the following sentences and say whether it is an adverb, an adverbial, accusative, or gerundial, infinitive, a group of words doing the work of an adverb or an absolute phrase. Number one, she spoke distinctly. He spoke is in a distinct voice. The boy ran a mile. The postman called again. He has come to stay. Wait a minute. The book is printed in clear type. I recognized your voice at once. Help a lame dog over a stile. The tide having turned, the ship set sail. The soil his horse below its value. He leaves two children behind him. He gets his living by trade. He made his money by trade. The enemy disputed the ground inch by inch. He saw a new world spread about him. The village life suited him in all respects. Him will I follow to the inch of the earth. When the verb in the predicate is an intransitive verb, it alone can form the predicate. Dogs oblique bark, black clouds oblique are gathering, the boys oblique have been reading. Sometimes the verb in the predicate is an intransitive verb of incomplete prediction, that is an intransitive verb which requires a noun or an adjective or a pronoun etc. added to it to make the predicate complete, as the baby seems oblique happy. If I simply say the baby seems, I don't make complete sense. The intransitive verb seems requires some word or words to make the predicate complete. What is thus required to complete the predicate is called a complement. The complement of an intransitive verb serves to describe the subject and is therefore called a subjective complement. Now examine the predicates in the following sentences. The sky grew dark. Venus is a planet. It is me. The man seems worried. Your book is there. The house is to let. The building is in a dilapidated condition. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी लोगों का, बहुत बहुत सभी लोगों का दिल से धन्यवाद। हर हर महादेव। More about adjective clauses. As we have seen, an adjective clause in a complex sentence is a subordinate clause which does the work of an adjective and so qualifies some noun or pronoun in the main clause. An adjective clause is introduced by a relative pronoun or by a relative adverb, such as uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. He is the man whom we all respect. The time when the board leaves is not yet fixed. The house where the accident occurred is nearby. The reason why I did it is obvious. Sometimes, however, a relative pronoun introduces a coordinate clause, such as I met Rama, who and he gave me your message. Here we are using the relative pronoun who to introduce a coordinate clause. It may appear at first sight that the clause who gave me your message is an adjective clause and therefore subordinate. It will be seen that this is not the case, however, for it in no way identifies or describes Rama. In the sentence, he is the boy who broke the window. The clause who broke the window clearly identifies and describes the boys and is therefore an adjective clause. Below and further examples of who and which use the introduce a coordinate clause. For instance, I met Mr. Joshi who and he thereupon shook hands with me. The prisoner was taken before the certain who and he condemned him to instant death. He gave me a message which ended in this. He released the bird which and it at once flew away. The relative pronoun or the relative adverb introducing an adjective clause is sometimes understood and not expressed that. On the day you pass the examination, I shall give you a reward. Here the relative adverb when is understood. The reason I have come is to ask for my money. Here the relative adverb why is understood. In order, English but was used as a relative pronoun as in the sentences below. In such cases was the equivalent to a relative pronoun followed by not. There was not a woman present but wept to hear such news. Nor is there a man here but loved our Caesar. That is, who did not love our Caesar. There was not a widow but longed to die upon the pyre of her husband. That is, who did not long to die, etc. There is no firesides but has one vacant chair. That has not one vacant chair. थैंक यू वेरी मच नीतू जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। राधे 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 सपोर्ट देने के लिए। हर हर महादेव। Analyze the following sentences. Number one, as my eldest son was bred a scholar, I determined to send him to town where his abilities might contribute to our support and his own. Clive had been only a few months in the army when intelligence arrived that peace had been concluded between Great Britain and France. I guess I have already told you for this subject, but even now I am telling for you. Good morning, have a magnificent day, all of you, सभी लोगों को. Transformation of a sentences, conversion of a simple sentences to compound double sentences. A simple sentence can be converted into a compound one by enlarging a word or a phrase into a coordinate clause, such as simple. We are getting for a simple sentence. Now I am telling for you, he must work very hard to make up for the lost time. And in compound the sentence, he must work very hard and make up for the lost time. So lots of example which in my infant. So I am telling for you, simple compound, simple compound, simple compound, lots of compound and lots of simple. So although if you are understanding my words what I am saying for you, then you can afterward you can note for a notepad, you can easily follow talking for a English. Compound, he was unlucky and therefore met with a bad accident on the day of his examination. Simple, the teacher punished the boy for a disobedience. Compound, the boy was disobedient and so the teacher punished him. So it has a lots of example. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका नीतू भी सपोर्ट देने के लिए। हर हर महादेव। सभी लोगों का दिल से धन्यवाद जो लोग भी लाइव पर जुड़े हैं। हर हर महादेव। The formation of words which are not derived or compounded of or developed from other words are called primary words. They belong to the original stock of words in the language. Compound words formed by join to or more simply words such as moonlight, nevertheless, undertake, man of war. Primary derivatives formed by making some change in the body of the simple word. As a Bond from bind, bridge from break, wrong from wing. Note the most important class of words formed by eternal change consists of the past tenses of primary verbs which are not usually classed as derivatives. Number third, secondary derivatives formed by an addition to the beginning or the end as a unhappy goodness. An addition to the beginning of a word is a prefix and addition to the end is a suffix. Suffixes words and prefixes word I have already told for you a few days back in the morning time. Suffixes and prefixes words, whatever you know happens. Number one, compound words. Compound words are for the most part nouns, adjectives, and verbs. Compound nouns may be formed from number one, noun plus noun, such as moonlight, chessboard, armchair, postman, railway, airman, manservant, fire escape, jailbird, horsepower, soymaker, ringle leader, screwdriver, tax sprayer, teaspoon, haystack, windmill. And number second, adjective plus noun as sweetheart, nobleman, shorthand, blackboard, quicksilver, stronghold, halfpenny. Number third, verb plus noun as spendthrift, makeshift, breakfast, total, pickpocket, cutthroat, cutpurse, dead devil, scarecrow, hangman. तो lots of things I have told for you. स्वागत है आपका फ्लावर टाउन से बहुत बहुत लाइव चैनल में. गुड मॉर्निंग, थैंक यू वेरी मच लाइव को लाइक करने के लिए. बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. गुड मॉर्निंग सैफ, कैसे हैं आप? और नाश्ता पानी हो गया आपका? Have you completed your breakfast? Flower Town Sahib, can you please tell me must of in the morning time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Happy Wednesday for you. Thank you very much लाइव को लाइक करने के लिए. हर हर महादेव. Exercise 123 explain the formation of the following compound words: newspaper, football, moonstruck, turncoat, brand new, jet black, onlooker, soothsayer, stronghold, ice cold, worldly wise, tempest, tossed, race horse, earring, cooking stove, overdose, fireproof, top heavy, heaven born, skin deep, widespread, snake, charmer, lifelong, upland. So it has a formation of the following compound word. It has a compound words. थैंक यू वेरी मच फ्लावर टाउन, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका लाइव को लाइक करने के लिए. हर हर महादेव. सभी लोगों का दिल से धन्यवाद. आपका दिन शुभ हो सभी लोगों का. हर हर महादेव. थैंक यू वेरी मच सभी लोगों को. बहुत बहुत दिल से धन्यवाद, दिल से शुक्रिया सभी लोगों को. Few Latin roots I guess I have already told for you a few days back. So in which I told for you Latin suffixes and prefixes word. Thank you very much, Flower Town sir. And Greek roots even I have already told few days back live. Although you are attending my live, thank you very much सभी लोगों का. हर हर महादेव. सभी लोगों का दिल से धन्यवाद. बहुत बहुत स्वागत फ्लावर टाउन से. हर हर महादेव. Award for a specimen I have already told for you, and which is our first Prime Minister for our country in India I have already told for you, Mr. Rutna Swami. I guess these I don't told for this story. Even now I am telling for you. I told for you. The voice had to be listened to not only on account of its form but for the matter which is deliberate. It gave a message to the country that is needed greatly. It brought to the common people uh, realization of their duty to concern themselves with their affairs. The common people were made to take an interest in the manner in which they were governed in the taxes they paid and the return that got from those taxes. The interest in a public affairs, politics as you may call it, was to be the concern no longer of the highly educated few, but of the many, the poor, the propertyless, the working man in town and country. Politics was not to be the concern of a small aristocracy of intellect or a property of the masses, and with the change in the subjects of politics that voice brought about also change and the object of politics. Till then politics had busied itself mainly with the machinery of a government towards making its personnel more and more native, with proposal for a better distribution of political power, with protests against the sins of omission and of commissions of the administration. The boys switched the politics on the concern for the needs for the common people. The improvement of the lot of poor was to be the main concern of a politics and the politician. The improvement especially of the lives of the people of the neglected village was to be placed before governments and political organizations as the goal of all political endeavor. The raising of the standard of a living of the people of the villagers, the finding of a subsidiary occupations which would give the agriculture poor work for their enforced leisure during the off season, and an addition to their exiguous income. The improvement of the housing of the poor, the sanitation of the villagers, these were to be the objectives to be kept in view in the towns. The slums and tier cherries were to receive special attention. There was especially a class of the poor of which that compassionate voice pleaded and posted. This was for the so-called depressed, called the outcasts of a Hindu society. The denial of elementary human rights to this class of people is considered the greatest blood of a Hindu society and history. It raised itself with passionate protest against the age-old wrong of the class and forced those that listened to it to endeavor to remove the most outrageous of them like untouchability. It caused the revolution in Hindu religious practice by having Hindu temples thrown open to their people. It made the care of them a religious duty of the Hindus by remaining them Harijans. I guess these story I have told on for you a few days back, Mr. Ratnaswamy. By written these words, थैंक यू वेरी मच सभी लोगों का दिल से धन्यवाद. हर हर महादेव. And award for Ernest Afro, I guess I have already told on for you. PACN author I have already told on for you. FW Bain told on for you. I am telling for this story like F.W. Bain, PACN, Jawaharlal Nehru, NSF, because whenever we are reading for these words, paragraphs, so we are getting a for a hard meanings, such as like as although I told for you Hebrew writers, ईरानी भाषा, इंडोमिटेबल निसंदेह, डिससेटिस्फैक्शन असंतोष, इंजेंडरेट पैदा करना, इनविटेबल अनिवार्य, इंटेलेक्चुअल लाइफ बौद्धिक, रेजनेस मनुष्यत सॉलिट्यूड अकेलापन इंजेनियर उत्पन्न सोम्bre निराशाजनक इनहिबिट रोकना एक्वेशन अधिकार सो these lots of hard meanings we are getting when whenever we are reading for a long paragraph and which has arts author philosopher philanthropist lots of things. So by doing this we are getting a hard meanings and we can talking for a easy although we are practicing in every day and empty time for a reading is the best hobbies. So now I am telling for you Glenn Falls, PSN, Mr. Hazri, CM Jod, lots of authors who have written by these book Renan Martin, which is English grammar book. So those things I am telling for you. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी लोगों का थैंक यू वेरी मच लाइव को लाइक करने के लिए हर महादेव अवार्ड फॉर स्पेसिमैन 1 अवार्ड फॉर स्पेसिमैन 2 अवार्ड फॉर समरी फॉर स्टाम्प कलेक्टिंग टू सम अप these things I have already told them for you. For a summary, for a specimen 1, specimen 2, specimen third, and that's a summarize of the following passages of a award one third of the original length. Even these even I have already told them for you. Aside from that, it's your choice. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी लोगों का थैंक यू वेरी मच लाइव को लाइक करने के लिए हर हर महादेव आपका दिन शुभ हो सभी लोगों का थैंक यू वेरी मच मित्तू जी थैंक यू वेरी मच फ्लेवर टाउन सेट सभी लोगों का अवार्ड फॉर अ क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ इज आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड देम फॉर यू नंबर 1 रिफ्लेक्टिव इज नैरेटिव इज डिस्क्राइब्ड डिस्क्रिप्टिव इज एक्सपोजिटरी इज इमेजिनेटिव इज told them for you hints of easy writing general preparation reading observation conversation special preposition defining the subject collecting materials reading of the subject okay collecting materials reading of the subject when you have got a clear idea of your subject the next step will be the thing of what you can say about it some subjects are so simple that a little reflection should supply you with sufficient materials for a short essay. But for others, special information will be needed for which you may have to do some special reading. For instance, if you have to write about some historical subjects or give a descriptions of some country you have seen, you will have to get hold of some book and read the subject of. But in any case, you have to collect materials for your easy before you can write in it in schools class discussions on the subject under the guidance of the teachers are very helpful in the stage of a special preparation in any case don't attempt to write the EJ before you have given some time to thinking over what you can say on the subject the common habit of beginning to write down the first thing that comes into one's head without knowing what is to come next is fatal to good easy writing told on for you even now I am telling for you award for a books and reading told on for you summary of a method of a procedure told on for you award for holidays told on for you house of fire the elephant population growth spreading greenery for a health living yeah I guess this thing I didn't told for you the grandeur of a drawing room and a living room is best felt when there is an element of a nature's pride position a tree or an indoor plant or even for that matter a sapling children's as often now get to see less of greenery and more of a technically driven software parks. Fortunately, we have come to a point where we can bring the world of flora to our homes. In the emerging world scenario, interior decoration has become a passion and dictum for a healthy living. The art of planting in small pots with its branches neatly trimmed gives rise to small need structures of plants. These plants are easy to grow indoors as long as they have soil, air, light, and water. Plants can be grown in the house all year round. Of a late bonsai have attracted the attentions of one and all. Botanists says the bonsai are ornamental trees or shrubs grown in a pot and artificially prevented from reaching their normal size. The Japanese specialize in bonsai and Likivana. The later flowers are displayed according to strict rules. Although if you are planting for lots of flower which we are getting for a happiness for in the morning time like as a many plant and mogra, lots of flowers, so helpful for a happiness, raising for a happiness. थैंक यू वेरी मच नितुरी सपोर्ट देने के लिए। हर हर महादेव। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। आपका दिन शुभ हो। Award for a dialogue writing told for you few days back, and for a conversation for a Mohammad Hussain and NJ about for a both conversation I have already told for you few days back live, and award for a letter told for you. थैंक यू वेरी मच सभी लोगों का। हर हर महादेव। थैंक यू वेरी मच नीतू जी, सपोर्ट आपका दिल से धन्यवाद। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी लोगों का, थैंक यू वेरी मच। जो लोग भी लाइव पर जुड़े हैं, थैंक यू वेरी मच। हर हर महादेव। थैंक यू वेरी मच नीतू जी, दिल से धन्यवाद आपका। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी लोगों का दिल से, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद नीतू जी, सभी लोगों का दिल से धन्यवाद। हर हर महादेव। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी लोगों का दिल से। हर हर महादेव। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी लोगों का, थैंक यू वेरी मच लाइव को लाइक करने के लिए। हर हर महादेव। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद नीतू जी आपका। राधे राधे, हर हर महादेव। थैंक यू वेरी मच सपोर्ट देने के लिए। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका दिल से, सभी लोगों का दिल से धन्यवाद। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी लोगों का।